What is going on, everybody, and welcome to Adamantality World. You recognize the belts, you recognize this glorious face, you know exactly where you're at. You are at Adamantality World. Now, if you want to be one of those 800 smartest people on the face of the planet who have already subscribed, if you want to join with them, just subscribe below. And if you've already subscribed, thank you for being one of the 800 smartest people on the planet and most glorious people I know, but I don't actually know. Now today, we're going to discuss a topic, a very close topic to my heart. It is about the notorious Conor McGregor and his comments about a company that, and his name is John Cena, works at, of course, the WWE. Whew, you see him behind me. Now we're going to discuss his latest tweets about it. Ooh, Twitter, his tweets. Oh my gosh, they're so sad. People are tweeting and using Twitter and all that kind of fun stuff. Back in the day, if you had a problem with somebody, you go out at high noon, do 10 paces back to back, and you turn and shoot them. Problem solved. Now, you get on Twitter. That's how far we've come, people. That's how sad it is. And they wonder why everyone calls us sissies in America. Anyway, today we're going to discuss this Twitter thing. There's two ways to look at it. He made some comments. Either it's a work, which means he knows he doesn't really mean what he says, or two, he does mean what he says. And we're going to discuss it and see what I think, and I'm going to ask you what you think, and you let me know below in the comment section. Alright, so Conor McGregor goes on to Twitter, once again, and he says that all the wrestlers in the WWE are the P word. It's a cat, I'm not going to say it, kind of keep this PG, just like the WWE would, not like the Attitude Era. So he calls them all the P word, but then he goes and backtracks and says that Vince McMahon, Triple H, and Stephanie are alright. He says nothing but praise for them, which I have a problem with, because if you're going to make fun of WWE, make fun of all the WWE. Don't make fun of the actual wrestlers and then praise the chairman and his daughter and his son-in-law. It just makes you look like a kiss butt. Once again, keeping it PG. He mentioned Brock Lesnar. I said because he said, oh, Brock Lesnar went in there and fought, but then again, he was juiced to the eyeball, so he kind of like, a little stab to him. It's like, hey, you fought, but you were cheating. He also mentioned CM Punk because CM Punk's going to be fighting at 203, hopefully, fingers crossed, the best in the world. So he said the jury's out on him. He doesn't know what to think about CM Punk because he hasn't fought yet. So he doesn't know if he's a P word. Then he goes back and says, oh, I apologize, no disrespect to the WWE fans. But he said he could slap the head off of all the WWE roster, which invoked a lot of the WWE superstars to get back on Twitter. Once again, Twitter. To get on Twitter and bash him back and forth and kind of get a thing going. Once again, we're not sure if this is work or real, but he had several superstars comment to him. I'm going to say who. We got Baron Corbin, AJ Styles. AJ Styles is about the size of CM Punk. He might have an issue with him. We got Bubba Ray Dudley, Big E Langston, Sheamus. I made a little meme for Sheamus versus Conor McGregor for Instagram. You can look at it right here. Yeah, that would be a sick fight. Sheamus would beat the heck out of him because he's got like 100 pounds on him, like most of the people on this list. You got Ric Flair. Ric Flair went on to go say that good job on you stealing someone's persona, because Ric Flair was a heel for the longest time, so he's kind of like, oh, you should have more respect. You got Roman Reigns, who said he was the size of his leg, which I thought was pretty funny. You got Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, who's a former WWE superstar, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, no disrespect to the legit boss, but she's the only person on that list who definitely could not beat Conor McGregor. Not just because she's a woman, but because she's a woman and she's like 40 pounds lighter than him. She's going to have a hard time putting that bank statement on Conor McGregor. She could do it, but I don't think so. And then you got Kofi Kingston, who I thought was a funny one because he said, looks like somebody needs to get, pardon me, technical difficulty, a box of bootios, because apparently Conor McGregor, he's acting all booty. So then that wasn't the end of it. Like I said, Conor McGregor went on to Twitter some more, and then he went after the face that runs the place, and his name is John Cena. And he basically just said he was a 40-year-old fat guy running around with a luminous orange shirt. Like I said, we all seen Rock went after John Cena's clothes before they fought at WrestleMania 28, I believe, 27, 28. And he made fun of him and said like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, and you can't see me when you got a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Worked out good for this guy because he got a deal with Fruity Pebbles. He's on the box, so kind of backfired on the Rock. But anyway, John Cena, he's a lot of things, but he's not fat. Like I said, maybe in 20, 30 years when he's 60 or 70, but then again, he's 60 or 70, that's fine. But even then, 60 or 70, he's going to be most likely in better shape than most 25-year-olds because he's just a monster. So, this is what has happened. Now let's discuss if we think it's a work or real. I believe that this is not real. I believe that Conor McGregor sees the potential for lots of money. That's it, because he's seen what Brock's done going back and forth between the WWE and the UFC to kind of use them as bargaining chips to kind of like probably get bigger in WWE and then go over to UFC and get bigger in the UFC and then go back to WWE. So listen, he's a smart guy. There's nothing wrong with doing that at all. If you're one of the fans that got offended by Conor McGregor's statements, it's all right. I see there's people who think WWE's fake, and that's fine for them. Not everybody's going to agree on everything. But I honestly believe that this is just a work and that he wants to just make more money. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's late 20s, whatever. Nothing wrong with that. Let's say he's already a multi-millionaire. He clearly knows how to play the game. They said he's done so good in the UFC that other UFC fighters are trying to copy his, and it's just not coming off too good for most of them because it's not original for them. They're not used to spitting that game, so they're just kind of trying to do a copy of it. And if you've ever made a copy of a copy, it doesn't come out as sharp. But if Conor McGregor, the notorious one, is in fact legit and real and thinks that they're all the P word, he's very ignorant. Especially if you're going to make fun of the roster who goes out on the road 200, 300 days a year, traveling around, putting their bodies on the line, slamming on the stuff, running each other, breaking their body parts. Like I said, most of those wrestlers have put themselves in more pain in wrestling than Conor McGregor has even fighting in the UFC. Because usually in the UFC you just get punched a couple of times and then you get knocked out and it's over. But a lot of wrestlers break their arms or legs. John Cena got his nose smashed by Seth Rollins. Sting also suffered at the hands of Seth Rollins when he got his neck messed up, so he had to retire. So if Conor McGregor is pretending, this is great, but if he's not, he's just very ignorant. I don't think he's ignorant. He's a very smart guy. I think he just sees the money signs. Like I said, Floyd Mayweather did it. He went to WrestleMania and fought Big Show. Like I said, we all know if they got into a real fight, Big Show would just sit on him and kill him. But they had it where Mayweather won, and Mayweather got a lot of money off that. WWE made a lot of money off that. It was a good deal. Who knows, maybe even since he brought up Brock Lesnar's name, maybe he was in that contract where WWE sent him over to UFC. He's like, all right, cool. You can have Brock Lesnar for UFC 200, but we want to talk to Conor McGregor and see if we get him over to WrestleMania. You can have one of our biggest names to come over to yours, and you have one of your biggest names come over to ours, and we help each other out. Because there's a lot of back and forth with UFC and WWE now. There's a lot of working together as opposed to hating each other. Because back in the day they hated each other, but now they realize, oh, hey, maybe fans can be fans of both of them. We're not competing at the same time. Your pay-per-views are on Sunday, ours are on Saturday. Let's work together. So that is what I think is going on. But I also want to know what you think. So please comment below. Let me know what you think about Conor McGregor's statements. Let me know what you think about the tweets and everything back and forth. What do you think is actually going to happen? There's only one way to find out. We keep on watching. That is it for tonight. Thank you again for watching my video. Double thank you if you watched it and you subscribed. Triple thank you if you liked, commented, subscribed. And then also if you watched. That's about it. Everybody have a good night. Peace.